Hi, it's me again with Corel tips and tricks. I told myself I wasn't going to do any more of these string arts. Then somebody sent me this one and really got me thinking about how it worked. And I've moved it a couple of times and it's a little off kilter. But it's really, I had to really look at this. How they get, I call this the four-leaf clover. I'm going to start with a square and I'm going to hit P. And then I'm going to take and I'm going to draw lines between the two angles to get a cross section. And I'm going to go ahead and take this and turn it black. I'm going to go ahead and Control G to group it. Then I'm going to take a little bitty line. You know, it really doesn't matter in this case. I'm not really going to use it, but I'm going to put one right there. Normally I would make it smaller. And if you remember, I grouped the black. So my red line is separate. I'm going to make another one. I'm going to grab those two lines. I'm going to go to Effects and Blend. And I kind of counted as lines and it's 22 or so. And I'm going to go ahead and I always do this. I break the blend apart and then I'm going to make them all black. And I'm going to group all this together just so I won't have to worry about it later. And then I'm going to take this line and turn it to a 45-degree angle and put it right here. Try to get it in the center and put the other one right here. And because I grouped, I could grab just those two lines and do a 45-degree angle. Now, I don't have to, but I am. I'm going to take all this and break the blend apart because we're really not going to use it, but make everything black and then group it together so I can get rid of it. And really, I didn't have to do all that, but I wanted to kind of explain how I thought about the way this person drew this. I'm going to go from that one to that one. And then from here, I'm going to go just to the second one at the bottom. Now, because everything's grouped, I can grab all these. Well, maybe I can't. Oh, so it did it to me. I'm going to, you know what? That's a telltale sign I did something wrong. Because I actually need to go the second one. I don't want my lines touching. So I'm going to get my 2-point line and go from there all the way to the top. But then I'm going to grab from there to there. Now I can grab those two lines because they're not joined. Well, what is going on? There we go. Okay. But that's not what we want because one of these lines is, I want to right click on the node and reverse the subpath. Now this is a bitmap, so I can just move it out of the way. Then hit apply and look at that. Now I don't have to move it back, but I am. I'm going to go ahead and play it safe and break blend apart and group it. And you know what? I'm not going to put it back. I can move it now freely because it's all one group. Control D. Okay, I made a mistake. Control G, which is grouped. Control D, mirror it like this, and look at that. Control G to group that. Control D to duplicate that. Move the center rotation to the furthest node and rotate it 90 degrees. Look at that. That's how it was done. Now, let's go ahead and Control G to group it, and let's rotate it 45 degrees so I can put a line. If you look on his, there's a line around all the, what appears to be a line, kind of blurry. But if you take this and it's grouped together, hold down the shift key and double click on your rotation. Hold down the shift and double click on the rectangle tool. I had a brain problem right there. And then we could make make it yellow like we've been making, or I've been making, and bring the black in, and that's pretty sweet. And I said this was going to be my last one. Well, I said that a couple weeks ago, but now that I've kind of looked at the clover part, I might continue this. So next couple of days, don't be surprised. Anyway, I hope that helped a little bit. Thank you for watching.